Y'all know what it is. It's the biggest, your boy Block 125, aka Dope Boy. And I just jumped out the porch with dirty good bastards. Gone.
Chrome hard denim, call me down to half a brick. Neck and wrist on like 40 splits. I'm talking 20 bricks.
All right, so we got the one and only Block 125 jumping off the porch with us for the second time. Welcome back, bro.
Man, appreciate it. It's a great feeling to be here.
Yes, sir, man. Nah, you know, that first interview we did, legendary, bro. Like, you dropped so many gems in that. Like, people to this day are still commenting on that interview, too.
Yeah, I be seeing they be reposting little stuff, you know what I mean? Because they thought I would come from a different angle, but I came on some, you know what I mean, some positive shit, you know. They wanted me to get on here and go crazy, pull out a lot of money. I was like, nah, that ain't the message I'm trying to send right now. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it different.
Yeah. And I've been getting DMs these past couple months. You need to bring Block back. You need to bring Block back. So I've been pondering it, thinking like, man, just wait for the best time, really.
Yeah.
And I see like you've really become like kind of like the voice of Atlanta these past couple weeks too, man.
Yeah.
So I feel like now is the perfect time to get you on here too, man.
Yeah, cause usually like, you know, you can get fly poster pic, you get a few likes, few comments, but it like when I speak, it be like 200,000 for 24 hours, 150,000 views. So I was like, I paid attention to it, like, but I'm really saying some stuff, like, I'm not trying to discredit nobody, I'm just speaking real facts on what's really going on, like, you know what I mean? Not promote no violence, not trying to throw no shade, just real facts on what's really going on. And I get a lot of DM, they be like, bro, that's what we need right now, somebody who's speaking the truth, who word law. You see what I'm saying?
And what made you want to speak up? Because we don't see you on interviews, we don't see you on podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, you'll come through IG and drop some gems every once in a while, but you've been really consistent with it these last couple of weeks.
So basically, the first thing made me speak up with that Atlanta situation when everybody trying to like throw shade or discredit the city due to the fact of other people's situations. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you got 52 states and 7 continents. And the same thing that they trying to address about Atlanta is going on in every state. And it's been going on before our time. It started with the mob and whatever before then, you know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, you can't just throw that title on the city like, oh, this the only place that's going on at. You see what I'm saying? So I usually don't get into them politics or whatnot, but because I feel like it's a music industry thing, like where they was going with it, but instead of them keeping it in that lane, they went to the whole Atlanta, the streets of Atlanta, Red Atlanta. So I'm like, hold up, man, let me just say something. You get what I'm saying? If I don't reach but one person on my post, I feel like I did something right. You see what I'm saying? So it just was like, that ain't my thing, but at the end of the day, I can't just sit back and just keep watching you just downplay the city. You see what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, because we don't do that. We don't have blogs and podcasts to send back talking about Chicago, LA, New York, South Carolina. We don't have that, but you got these different states, like all the blogs, all the podcasts, all their energy aimed at Atlanta. But if you can tell me one podcast or blog site that's from Atlanta that's talking about another city or another state, I wouldn't mind hearing it.
No, that's very true. It's like right now it's trendy to diss Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it's never, or at least as far as I can remember, it's never been like that.
Nah, it's like, but see, it was trending for Atlanta to help every major artist a few years back until the situation happened with YSL. So it's like, okay, we're gonna take this little bit of gap and try to run with a narrative. But neither of these people don't know what started this investigation, how this investigation happened, and what ended this thing. They just going on, okay, they'll take a clip off of another person's page or the news, and they just clickbait, and then they go from there. You see what I'm saying? Then they get another one. He grabbed this little bit of information off this person's page. It's like a falling ladder. Like every step, somebody trying to get more popular, whatever they call it. They want to go viral now, or they call it trolling. So that's how they get their money or whatnot. So I guess they just running with it. But if you're gonna do that, at least have some facts and in the
No,
situation
absolutely.
you're speaking on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like you said, it's like one or two bad seeds is basically
Yeah,
throwing a shadow on the whole city.
on the whole city, but at the end of the day, y'all had this going on in y'all city every day. Like, it's a person in every city, out of every hood. It ain't even got to be street. It's that word don't just go for streets or music industry. That should go for white collar. It go for any and everything. Somebody can tell about any and everything. You see what I'm saying? So it's just not for the music industry, not for the streets. That's a word that we didn't create. It been going on. It's gonna continue to go on after we leave here. Like, it's nothing you can do about that. But don't participate in it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we have no control over that. But we do have a voice over about our city, like a few things that's really going on and that's not going on. So somebody gotta speak up about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, whether if it be one person or 1,000 or 100,000 people. You see what I'm saying? Because some of the people who they speaking on with, who have a bigger voice than me, they feel like I'm too big to speak on it, so I ain't gonna speak on it. You see what I'm saying? But so you're ready for a person with a smaller voice, but a name that carry a little bit of weight to speak on your behalf, because I can sit back and don't say nothing. You see what I'm saying? And my life gonna still be the same, like, at the end of the day, but they're like, nah, man, go on and just stand up for the city one time, man. Somebody gotta do it.
Yeah, it's like you got that pride for Atlanta. It's like,
Yeah.
And I feel like you're a perfect voice for it, because we talked about this last time, like how
Right.
well respected you are in Atlanta. But now I look at your comments, people from all over the country, you're well respected too.
Yeah, see, my reach, like, it's out of respect and how I carry myself. Like LA, I got the same respect and authority in LA, New York, South Carolina, Miami, North Carolina, Mississippi, Mobile, Montgomery. Like, they accepted me. You see what I'm saying? Just for who I am and how humble I am and disciplined I am. It ain't like I go to these cities and try to throw my weight around and poke my chest. I come with respect, and they respect me for that. From Compton to Watts, you see what I'm saying? Inglewood, like, I got real ties out there. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I go there like I'm at home. I'm protected. I can go out there with just like this and come back just like this.
Yep.
And it's not because I go for bad on no gangster, just the respect that I have out there. And they like the way I carry myself, because I don't act like I'm better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I respect a guy who ain't got $50 like I respect a guy who got $1 million. And they love that about me. And you know what I'm saying? I come with open arms. Like, it's mutual. Like, we treat each other the same. And they love that. And when they come here the same way, they come to my house. They don't want to get a room, they stay at the spot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We moving around. They need to jump in the truck or something. They want to rent one here. It's all love. And I get the same thing back. Even in Miami. When I go to Miami, I tap in with a couple of the bros, the Zos, you know what I'm saying? They make sure I'm good. Even if they ain't going out that night, they gonna come out, hey, come over here, let's do this. I don't care if I run around at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, they gonna be right there with me. You hear what I'm saying? Like, they gave me an actual Zo flag.
Oh shit.
In Miami, in the club in front of everybody, and they normally just don't do that with anybody.
And that's the thing about respect. You can't buy this. This
Nah.
shit is earned.
Right.
Through your face card, your word of mouth,
Yeah.
and like you said, your actions, everything too.
Yeah.
Man, so
They're like New York, I get the same respect in New York, New Jersey. When I travel, most of the time, I travel alone. I don't travel with a gang of people, security. You see what I'm saying? I don't do that. Like, I been in LA, it be certain places, they be like, I ain't gonna put no name on it. Such can't do what you doing. When they come through the hood, they have security or this and that and other. Like, and I be like, bro, I'm just regular. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It be normal to me, but to certain people, that be big. Like, you doing that, it be big. You see what I'm saying? It's just my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And going back to what you were saying about Atlanta embracing everyone and being open arms to help other people, why do you feel like Atlanta was always like that too?
Because we'll state that to, I don't like to use the word outsider, but to other people, we extend our reach to help them before we help people from the city. You see what I'm saying? So it started with, before my time, basically. You see what I'm saying? Atlanta one of them places where you can come and be who you want to be. You see what I'm saying? We ain't bothered you. As long as you ain't come bothered enough, even with the street, the music, like, it started before my time, like with the Miami boys, then it came along with the New Orleans peoples and New York. It's just the city, it's a nice city a few years ago, it was, it wasn't that expensive to live here, so people like, shit, I can go live like this in Atlanta, get a job, good opportunities. You feel what I'm saying? It just worked out for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Vice versa, where they coming from. Like, if you live in New York, you probably get an 800 square feet apartment somewhere in the hood, and they probably paying $3,000-$4,000 a month.
Real shit.
You see what I'm saying? So a few years back, you come here,
you get a mansion for that price.
Yeah, $3,000-$4,000 a month. So at the end of the day, like, let me make this move right here, and then we got more opportunities. You see what I'm saying? We're giving out jobs. Then we got like music recording studios. We had a lot of scenes. They can go shoot video. A lot of people with good, pure hearts. Like, you know what I mean? We were helping that. It didn't even matter from the streets to the industry. We always had welcome on, no hate in our hearts. So it was cool, but like a lot of states, you can't go do that. Like, if you from Atlanta and you got a little something going on, you go to New York, like, they not accepting that. Like, they got a different type of hatred. You see what I'm saying? Like, they been doing that. Miami used to be like that. If they find out you from Atlanta, they pressing. You see what I'm saying? LA, they pressing. Like, you're not finna go out there and just live comfortable. Like, you gonna have to know somebody. And that's just what they stand on, like, and that's how they been moving forever. And like, once something been going on so long, it ain't like they changing. You see what I'm saying? They just either gonna get worse, but because that's just their mind frame, how it's set up, like this our turf. Because like, when you out there, like if you from Compton and you from this certain place, that's the further you going. You're not going over here like Cleveland Avenue, Jonesboro Road, like Boulder Crest. If you from Cleveland, you're not going to Boulder Crest if it was a LA situation. They don't do that. Like, no outsider, like, period. That's why they come with this phrase, where you from? Because it's still up, like, they still got ops. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's like generational beef. This ain't nothing, like, they probably don't want to be on like the new youth and all that, like the mid, like the 30s and 40s, like they probably be on some different thing. Like, they don't went on about, they still got jobs, they family man now, they feel like, okay, I've been banging this since I was 12, 13 years old, I want to try something different. I ain't getting that out of it but some pain. You see what I'm saying? But the younger generation looking up to like, oh, I want his name, so I'm gonna do everything he did. So it's like a curse.
Yeah, it's like the cycle just continues.
Yeah, like, it's different. But with Atlanta, you could be from Cleveland Avenue, you can go to Thomasville. You see what I'm saying? As long as you ain't no slime ball, you ain't got no problem. Like, you can be from Bankhead and go to East Atlanta. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's just how our city is. Like, we ain't on none of that unless now if you on some bulls and you know what I mean, you don't slime somebody, you already know I'm not gonna go over there, but just on a real generous person, yeah, you can go to these places. That's the difference that I can see with Atlanta than other places.
Yeah. And right now I'm seeing this trend of Atlanta versus everybody, which
Yeah.
I don't recall ever seeing that online before.
Yeah, see, I said that right. Because you had New York, then you had New Orleans, like those some major cities, they was speaking down on Atlanta. LA, they don't really get into our politics. They got their own stuff going on. So they very seldom speak on other states. I ain't heard them too tough speak on other states. But you got like a couple of podcasters that go on other platforms. It's like one person, he gonna speak on every state, in and everywhere. Like, so but besides him, the rest of them, they just keep LA in LA. You see what I'm saying? But New York, they gonna reach around the world because they don't have too much emotion of their own, in my opinion, to speak on it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Atlanta is where everything going on at. You got different people from different cities, different states don't move here, so it's like, we gotta target that. Like, they might left from New York and be here, so now it's like, instead of saying, oh, buddy from New York here in Atlanta, and they speak on him, they just say Atlanta. You see what I'm saying?
Do you feel like places like New York, they've been waiting for like a chink in the armor in Atlanta
Yeah,
for them
they
to
been
attack?
waiting on that. Yeah, because you gotta think, like, when Atlanta first kicked off from with Young Jeezy, T.I., Gucci Mane, Future, like when they caught a whiff for the music game back then, Outkast, New York was the first people to say, that's not hip hop.
Or even D4L, them franchise
Yeah,
boys, they was
D4L.
hated on bad.
Yeah,
by
they
New
would.
York.
Yeah, but see, you got to understand. How can you define hip hop? Like, we go on good music, what's going on right now, and then the numbers speak for themselves. Like, that's like me speaking against saying, oh, this dude in New York, he did this and that. It don't mean nothing. If he got numbers, he got plats, he got, you see what I'm saying? It don't really mean that, because I'm gonna show you, okay, you speak your opinion, but we doing numbers, we doing shows, we got the ball right now. We've been had the ball for 20 years, still got the ball. And when Young Jeezy popped off, like you like New York, you had the Lots, you had Jim Jones, you got Jay-Z, like these are A-listers artists, right? But when Jeezy popped off the New York, he gave them a couple features with Fab and all them, and turned it up with the street shit. They weren't worrying about it, this hip hop right now. We doing numbers, this is what's going on. So Jeezy was, I ain't gonna say the first one reached out to New York. You got Jeezy turned New York up, Gucci turned New York up, then you got T.I. turned New York up, then you got Future turned New York up, then you got Lil Baby, you got 21 Savage, like all these boys went and did features with these certain artists. We could have been like, oh nah, we just gonna keep it like this down south. And you probably still wouldn't have heard about nobody from New York but Jada, they old music, you know what I'm saying? Like something new and current, like it ain't really did nothing like that.
Yeah, especially down here, it's not reaching really
nah,
down here.
It ain't even really too much doing it nowhere. You don't hear nobody playing New York music in Miami, Vegas, LA. It's New York, it's in New York. You see what I'm saying? So, but when you got these down south artists, when you go into these clubs, I done been a lot of places. The first thing you're gonna hear some Future, you're gonna hear some Lil Baby, they're gonna throw some OGs on. So they taking that Atlanta to keep the vibe in the club going. You see what I'm saying? I don't care where you go. If you want these girls and everybody in here to pop ball and these girls to vibe, you're gonna play that down south. You gonna play that. You gonna play some Futures, some Young Thug, some Savage, some Lil Baby, some old Gucci, OG. You gonna play that.
Yeah, because Atlanta's had this run for so long. Like, this has been the Mecca. Let's put it lightly, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they just waiting for something to happen to where they can try
and what we did with that, we accepted that, closed the door on and moved on. But you gotta think, only artists you got out of New York that's still touring off of their music is, like off of old music, 50 Cent, he's still moving around. You see what I'm saying? Like you got some hot guys from there, like you got A Boogie, he hot. You got the other guy, damn, what's his name? They gonna come to him, he hot from up that way. You see what I'm saying? But you can't name 5 people that's still touring from new to old. Atlanta, you see what I'm saying? Like these boys still moving around, they doing world tours. You see what I'm saying? And probably stopped making the last album probably 5-10 years ago in the studio album. You got G still running around. You got Gucci still running around. You got Future Worldwide, he moving around. Baby running around. You got Gunna running around. You got Thug running around. You see what I'm saying? I can keep it going. You got Newton running around still doing tours. Savage still doing tours. You see what I'm saying? Quavo still doing tours. You see what I'm saying? Like, and these boys been in the game with 10 years or better. And it's still current. You ain't got that many guys from out there that's still current that's doing that. You see what I'm saying?
All you gotta do is look at Rolling Loud's headliners every year.
You're gonna see most of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're gonna see.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
Now we get to the point where New York rappers are dissing 21 Savage just to promote their song. Man.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Then you go back and say the reason why you did it, because you finna drop a song, but they're the same guy that they probably was cool with, you know what I'm saying? Like 21 Savage got a statue in New York. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know too much about that business, but I heard he got one of the best deals that been put out lately. You get what I'm saying? Like, dude doing numbers, dude, billion stream, plaques, but they say that ain't hip hop. But it generating revenue. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Like, so we not defining what's hip hop and what's not, because hip hop ain't gonna pay no bills at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? These albums sell, these screens, these plaques, these shows. It's in your face. That's what's going on.
Yeah, and the influence is still there too.
Yeah, the influence definitely there. And it's just not in these 52 states. These boys got influence out in 7 different countries. UK.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Future was just in Japan, man.
you see what I'm saying? They love them out there in Japan. Like, you get what I'm saying? These folk big, Paris, all these places, like, at the end of the day. And They don't respond to no social media. They ain't got to do none, talk about nobody to get no play. They don't do none of that. You don't see Future doing no promotion when the album finna drop, no interviews. He just doing it with the music. It's organic. Like I ain't got to talk about Buddy and then drop my album to get ready to come out to get some buzz. We ain't doing that. That's lame to us. We don't do that. Like the new word, clout and troll. Like we were controlling the game before them words came about. Before the internet was a thing. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we've been doing that. Like, ain't nowhere around it. But like, back to Buddy, like, Buddy tried that. I look at an interview with Academic, he tried that with some bros from Chicago. You see what I'm saying? He told his story the way he told his story, then Buddy go back on there, I'm like, man, come on, man. You can ask anybody, man. I ain't turning down on fade with nobody. That's what I do. And I believe Buddy more than I believe what Homer was saying. He said he went down to swap. Buddy said, we ain't swap. He told him that, bro, what I got going on with these folks ain't got nothing to do with y'all, just a couple of them. But like he explained it the best way it could be explained. If I got a problem with such and such, I'm not gonna say if everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because you got niggas ain't got nothing to do with it. You got people don't even know who you is, so now you just put a target on your back like, oh, he the one said that? Because you got people don't allow people to allow these situations. You see what I'm saying? To the jailhouse, the graveyard, and Chicago like LA, it's inherent, so that's something that'll never stop. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful who you speak on and what you say about some of these organizations, because it's real, like, you know what I'm saying? You doing stuff to get views on these platforms, but when you leave the platform, you back on the yellow line, and then you don't know who all you just said this about. It could be a guy in your city from that place, what you just did, and you know what I'm saying? You get yourself and your security or your entourage hurt just by that speaking the wrong thing, so you gotta be careful what you say. Mm-hmm. Because once they put it out, half will be lied, you can't go back and take it back.
Exactly, yeah.
It's out there. You see what I'm saying? Like Wi-Fi, it's out there. So at the end of the day, and for him to diss the A, like, you got a lot of people from New York here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like he feel like they do business with Savage. Like, you got some real players out in New York. You got Fly Tie, you got Rug. You know what I'm saying? Them folks been here a while. They respect the city. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no music dudes, you know, this and that and the other. They deal with that and they deal with promotion, but at the end of the day, they looking at him like, bro, like, why you do that? You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, we getting money with these folk down here, bro. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. And speaking of academics, do you think it's even worth Lil Baby to fight him? Like he wants to, like, do a boxing thing with him?
Man, academics is trolling. He get enough money doing what he doing. Like, you think, when you get to be a certain caliber person, bro, if that's not, you got people who fight Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, them the people that box for a living. This is a music artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I look like boxing with you for, bro? What I'm gonna get out of that? Exactly, I don't sell tickets or views. I'm an artist. I got money. Now, what if Lil Baby say, okay, put up 100 M's? You see what I'm saying? Then what's gonna happen then? Like, he just talking. Like, once, you gotta think, once anything die down, and okay, you feel like, okay, damn, who I can go at next? My shit getting boring. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna say something about Lil Baby. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully he gonna say something back, but Baby ain't gonna respond. Mm-hmm. Baby having too much fun right now in life. You see what I'm saying? He having his way. You get what I'm saying? Ben having his way. Like, who are you to say, I can stop people from messing with you? You didn't get the people to start messing with me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I come from the streets. I got the streets with me, bro. You an internet person. You can play on the internet, but that ain't gonna stop the street. Your internet presence ain't gonna stop the street presence. Just the people you got on the internet that kind of like you and move how you move, they gonna look, but they not gonna participate in that. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody finally done caught up with you from all the stuff you keep up and supposed to slap you or whatnot. First you go from, oh, I'm gonna sue you, to now you want to box. You get what I'm saying? You in street politics, keep it in the streets. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got it, like, that's the difference. Like, they just got a voice behind that camera and they take advantage of that. Like, you don't do that. Like, that's why a lot of people don't be wanting to do business with certain people like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're gonna do business behind closed doors, we're gonna keep that business behind closed doors. I guess that's why they call NDA, so you can't come back and speak on it, which I'm quite sure if that situation happened where he said they paid him to leave him alone, it's an NDA on it, so if Lil Baby was on some weird stuff like him, he could be like, okay, you signed the paper, now I can sue you because you spoke on it.
Real shit.
But we don't be on that, bro. We be like, bro, we don't need that kind of attention. We get enough attention, right? Like, as is, just being normal, being relevant to our situation. You see what I'm saying? Like, the nigga just be reaching. You get what I'm saying?
My biggest thing was like, why didn't he have that same energy for the person that slapped him when it happened?
That's what you
Why didn't you
at?
react then? Why'd you wait till you go home and start recording?
That element of surprise. If you a man, you supposed to fall back. The same way you want to buy. Like, and I never understood how you got these people, like, half on celebrities, half on, like, regular people that went viral on the internet. So now they coming to the thing, okay, they want to catch a fade. When a fade ever required training? Oh, I need 45 days to train. So y'all gangster dudes running around here every day, so if a dude call you out at the liquor store, you gotta tell him, nah, we gonna meet back up here in 30 days, I gotta train. Or you gonna get to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit done came so complicated, everything about views. Like, that's exactly what it is. Like, what if a dude just come out and say, let me get that? You gonna have to go on and give him that. Ain't no training. But once you go viral on the internet, you feel like you is superior, you feel like you famous now. You see what I'm saying? But it don't make sense. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather have the wealth than the fame. You get what I'm saying? Like, they backwards. They can go viral, and then they leave that set, they like, boy, I just went viral. And then when mortgage or rent due, they looking like, I just went viral, but damn, I need a few dollars on this and that and the other. So it ain't making sense. It ain't making sense. The only person that making sense to it is the person that putting you in front of the camera, monetizing, and getting you to do all this weird stuff. And then once you leave, this same person who keeping all it up, what they call themselves journalists, they got security or they don't come out the house at all. You see what I'm saying? So you got to still run around here and figure out where I'm gonna get my next dollar from. But you done created a problem so big to where the whole world done seen it. You don't know how they coming. But the guy who created the problem, what they call it, initiating, he in the house, he in his studio, and if he do go somewhere, he got no money to balance the security, and he creeping around. They not going live out of these places. They ain't doing that. You get what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know, man.
The internet shit's weird, man. It's like when you go viral, you know, this shit's like a drug.
Yeah.
Now you got to chase it. Now you got to do something even more outlandish to go viral again.
Yeah, to go viral. So at the end of the day, when you look back on it 5 years from now, you're going to be like, man, I know I ain't do that. Just, you see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to think about what you're doing, what you say, bro. Because at the end of the day, what happened yesterday gonna be the past. So you gotta think, like, when you look back on it, you be like, damn, I did that, man, for this, and I ain't really feel like that at the time. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta live with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, once you do something lame, you can't unlame yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, females, they can unhold themselves, because they can repent, they can go reinvent themselves. But once you did that, it's always gonna be there, because somebody gonna be like, boy, you remember he did this? You remember he said that? It'll never go nowhere. So you gotta think, this a trick box. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be careful what you say, and how you say it, and who you say it to, and who you say it about.
No, absolutely, yeah, the circumstances to
Yeah,
this shit,
because they're not going nowhere.
Going back to Atlanta versus everyone, Alley Boy had an interesting theory. You know, he basically said we need to start robbing out-of-towners and, you know, making them check in, man. You think that's a little extreme?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I understand about making them check in, and even it ain't, see, checking in is something totally different than what a lot of people think it is. They think it's extortion. It's not extortion. If you got any sense and you come into a place where it's a lot of stuff going on that we don't have no control over, but if you tap in with somebody who got a little authority, be like, look, bro, I'm finna come down and I'm gonna kick it with y'all. Therefore, they can let certain people know that, oh, they're my people, right? They got no hands-on policies. We're not charging you or nothing like that. That's just like LA. When you tap in with LA, that's the smart thing to do, because they're not charging you. They come out there hang up. If they mess with you, it's just like a security breach. So if you do go out there, you don't tap in with them and something happen, and then you call them, it's kind of too late. You see what I'm saying? So if you tap in with them and they they might send one of their bro with you, or you'll let them know where your area you stand, where you playing. So if something happen, they'll know how to track down the situation or try to resolve it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, why wait till something happen then call? You feel what I'm saying? They not at the airport waiting on you, and you got a few dollars. You gotta look out for my mans. That ain't what checking in mean. But see, with Alley Boy, so you gotta understand, they been on that play right there before the internet.
Rap. Yeah,
before that, like, because they understand certain places, we can go where we wanna go, but it's like when you get there, we're not gonna be treated with the same respect. You see what I'm saying? Like if we go to New York and we don't know nobody, you got a dude might peep you out, be like, and when you come out the store or whatever, might try to get down on you. You see what I'm saying? So they like, we're gonna get that same energy back to these people. If they ain't cool with us or they don't tap in, it ain't gotta be with us, it could be with anybody they got a relationship with. You see what I'm saying? Just safety measures, like they're just anywhere, because Atlanta is just like any other state. It's up now, you see what I'm saying? So it like, all right, I'm finna go to Miami, let me hit Scope. I'm finna be down there in 2 days. All right, bet, what you wanna do? I wanna go eat over here. I wanna go do this and that. Like, even if they with you or they ain't with you, they gonna make sure they tell you, okay, go right here, bro, this more, you know what I'm saying? It's like a safety guide, bro. It ain't like we pressing you or checking you. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how that goes with no state. Like, that's the narrative the internet give off, and until somebody explain what it really means, then you gotta understand, they gonna be like, oh, no, I ain't checking in with nobody,
That's that pride right there.
Yeah, and you not safe in Beverly Hills, nowhere. You can ask, like, I was maybe like, this about 4 months ago, I called one of my buddies from LA, and I was like, hey, bro, I got some people to come out there. What's a good play they can go kick? He was like, he honest, he like, ain't nowhere safe out here, bro. And I said, I respect that, because he kept it real. You see what I'm saying? You got some people be like, oh yeah, you can go to Rodeo and sit down and eat, but you got them goons and them vultures everywhere. Like, they everywhere because they knowing, okay, this where the money at. And when you from out of town, that's the first place you gonna go to, the nice places and all that, and think you gonna be comfortable and safe, but they know that, so they gonna play them areas. But if you tap in with the right person, he let them know, look, my man's finna come out there, him and the girl or his crew, they finna come out and kick it, they ain't on no BS, fall back. So if you do that with Atlanta, like, look, my man's in them, okay, finna go to Buckhead, he gonna be eating root. Buckhead used to be a safe place, but not no more. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, they usually don't go past Turner Field, Bankhead, or Zone 6. You get what I'm saying? So Buckhead was the spot called, but now all these places, people done start learning about them, so they don't find out how to commute and get to them places and lay. You see what I'm saying? So if you know somebody, familiar face from the city, hey man, you doing something, we're gonna be down there Friday, come with us right quick. You know what I mean? We ain't charging, we ain't doing that. All right, bro, I'm on my way. And we expect the same thing when we come to your city. But you come out freelance and don't know nobody, you got the jewelry on, you running around like, what you expect a person to do? The same thing they gonna do to you if you go to New York, if you don't know nobody. You go to Miami, you don't know nobody. You go to LA, you don't know nobody. You go to Chicago, that's just them protocol, that's what's gonna happen. Like, checking in don't mean you soft. You see what I'm saying? It's just a respect thing and a safety measure.
No, I feel that, man. So what is the solution for Atlanta to get its reputation back, man?
What Atlanta need to do is, this is what I think, it's like put all the difference with all the artists that had their own, it's small because ain't no blood being shed, ain't nobody did nothing made to nobody. Like, and just come together like they was and just commute, and then I ain't gonna say block them out, like, cause they been doing business with some of these people. A lot of these people who they do business with from a lot of different states, they don't have nothing against Atlanta. So we're gonna keep doing business with our Drakes, you know what I'm saying, our YGs, you know what I mean, A Boogie with the hood. They got some of these guys that they already do business with that don't be speaking on that weird stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, but the ones that did, once we power up, and cause you gotta think we like the sleeping giant. Once we wake up and see how much power we do really have, like, we know we got power, but if we combine this, put it all in one pot and let it lock up, we got them another 20, 30 years. Easy. Easy. You got it. If you want to hit, man, you got to come to the A, bro. You got to see Pluto. You see what I'm saying? You got to see Wham. You got to see Savage. You got to see Noodle. You got to see Gunna. You see what I'm saying? You got to see Tip. That's just what it is. We known for making them radio and club hits, and that's what people party at. New York, like certain state, they party on the streets. So they can listen to their home, they listen to their, whatever they call their little music. But when you go to these clubs to have fun, you finna hear down south all night. All night. I don't care if you go to a Caribbean, they gonna slide some of that in there. You see what I'm saying?
Really,
So
yeah.
if you get Quavo, I would say all them boys, because you gotta understand, when Drake might have been around, but our first time just getting a whiff to him when he did that song with the Migos.
The Versace.
The Versace, you see what I'm saying? So he was already who he was gonna be, but that just gave him a down south presence. You see what I'm saying? Then when Lil Baby dropped, that my dog hit Drake again. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got the juice. We just gotta wake up, patch up all these little bitty situations, and just, even if they ain't gotta be with each other every day, they can just come together, like, look, bro, we finna do a compilation, Atlanta, this and that, other. Everybody send a song against a certain DJ and just take off. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got your Playboy Carters, you got your Ola Runs, like, everybody got a different class of their own, but it's standing up representing Atlanta. Like, Playboy, he got a fan base so huge, but guess what? They everywhere. He got a different type of fan base. He got a Travis Scott fan base. You see what I'm saying?
He got them white fans.
Yeah, but he from Atlanta, the south side of Atlanta. So if he go and do a song with one of these people, guess what's gonna happen? They gonna tap into his fan base. So it like, they can't be stopped. You got your walkers. They can't be stopped, because you can say a top 5, just name about a top 20, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of people with hits, real fan bases, the numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way we could be stopped. But if we come together as one, even just for the music situation, because that's why all this stuff stemming from the music situation. That's what they speaking on, the stuff from the music situation. We come together, even if we just box them out for a minute, just let them feel it. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no way they're gonna be able to win, because we got every genre. Like, we got everyone. Like, we got that. We got the hip hop, the streets. Like, I don't really choose to brag on the drill. We got that. You know what I'm saying? We got the emo. Like, bro, ain't nothing we ain't got. Like, you gonna hear Atlanta in every state club. I don't care where the club it is. You gonna hear some of that. You see what I'm saying? In rave clubs, you gonna hear that. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no way around though, bro. Only people can hurt us is us. Like, with the little backlash, that ain't gonna hurt. That's just internet. People look at that and guess what, they mind be on something else that quick.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just that quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, just that quick. When they speak on the situation, like 2-3 months, sometimes it don't even last that long. They on to something else. That's just how fast the human brain switches up so quick. So once we switch it back over on that and just come together and just go crazy again, like, but we can do that, but we really ain't got to do it, because this music these boys been making still got another 10, 20 year span. You see what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got to drop another album, they still gonna eat off tours until they 40, 50s. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way around it, but I can't name another state that got that type of power, got that type of juice where an artist doing that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't talking down, I just want, well, state got an artist still moving around like that, still hot to this day. Without dissing, you know what I'm saying? Without just organic, good music, good energy, good vibes. You know what I'm saying? We know how to play. We play like, they used to say we was a baby Hollywood. Now we are the Hollywood. We play like the people in Hollywood. We play like the dudes in Miami with the Ferraris and, you know what I'm saying? All that's in Atlanta right now. The how, like, them boys got all of that. Like, so at the end of the day, you can't debate it. Like, you can't debate it. Now, they was out here still reaching, and the music wasn't selling, and they wasn't getting showed, they wasn't booked, they wasn't getting featured. Then, okay, y'all got something to say, but you can't say that. What artists you know from any other state that can charge an artist or a label $300,000-$400,000 for a feature.
Yeah, it's not many.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna
Very
have
few.
you gonna have a Kanye West or For Real, Kendrick Lamar. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's one person out of each state, out of 50-some states. One person. Out of Atlanta, you can name 25 to 30. That's gonna tell you $300,000-$400,000. Easy. $1 million show. The low end, 300. You get what I'm saying? These boys can't even get $10,000, $20,000 show. Cause they could, we'll know that. You feel what I'm saying? That's where the pressure at with them. Instead of trying to work with somebody, they try to work against you. You see what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna get you nowhere because like you trying to put 4 people up against 30 people. It ain't gonna work. You see what I'm saying? We gonna just step on it. Like, man, move out the way, man. You feel what I'm saying? With one person, but we put a 30 line up there, man, that shit over with. You got 30 giants out of one state. That's crazy.
Yeah, and going to the unity thing, I feel like Thug and Lucci working together kind of opened those doors for everyone else in the city too, man.
Yeah, they opened the door for that. Like I say, they ain't got to hang out with each other every day, but just doing the music and cause they both got similar fans, and it keep the fans from having to pick and choose. Oh, I can't be cool with him cause of him. Like, nah, that ain't what we promote right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is not a game. This is not an organization. You can like who you want to like. You can hang with who you want to hang with. Them boys grown now. You see what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of that stuff one day solely decision. It's like people around you was keeping you from being who you really want to be, like to a certain extent, because you got to be loyal to who you got to be loyal to. You see what I'm saying? But when you grow and get older, you see the business side of it. You say, okay, the street shit ain't gonna get me paid. Did the business. You see what I'm saying? I can sit right here with you all day and be like, man, I ain't fooling with them niggas, man. And I ain't gonna get paid for that. You see what I'm saying? But if your mind like my mind, sit up on bid, you'll be like, you know what, bro? Put that to a side. Let's get money. You got kids, you got a family. You see what I'm saying? This shit take 5, these boys good. It take, 10, 15 minutes, create something real nice, drop it out. You got tens of millions of followers. You got millions of listeners, monthly listeners. He got millions monthly listeners. So get what? We about to generate some paper at the end of the day. Whether these 5 people don't like it or not, because get what, their opinion don't really count. Because guess what? If I can make $2 million, a couple $100,000 off of this song, and you tell me I shouldn't do it, can you give me the $200,000 or the $1 million for me not to do it?
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? Can you do that? I got to look out for you when ain't nobody around. You see what I'm saying? We go shopping. Bro, get what you want, it's on me. But you the same person telling me that this is what I should not do. Well, okay, if I don't do it, how I'm gonna look out for you? You feel me? Yeah. So it like, you gotta make your own decisions as a man. Yeah. When you wake up every day, you wake up by yourself or with your female or whatever, but I'm quite sure you ain't waking up with them same 20, 30 niggas with you. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, what we gonna do today? They ask you what we gonna do today. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta look at the business side of it. You see what I'm saying? Cause that's 90% of it. The other 10%, it don't really count. That's just what it is. So it's like, I've been hearing rumors that outside in Quavo, you know what I mean, they trying to patch up their situation, cause to me, it ain't really that serious. You see what I'm saying? It comes back to every problem becomes behind a female. You see what I'm saying? And that's something we can't change either, because they've been going on since the 1900s.
Probably before that.
You see
the
what I'm
beginning
saying?
Of time, probably.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's like, even with drugs, crimes, when you ask a guy, you can go ask a guy 50 or 60 years old right now, how you got introduced to getting high? He gonna tell you a female. You can go to the penitentiary. Hey bro, how you get here? A female. Hey, how you robbed this nigga over here? A female. So most of our problems come behind a female. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of people don't like to say that because it make them look lame. You don't want to be like, oh man, he was trying to holler at my girl or he hit my girl, cause your buddy gonna be like, bro, we ain't finna do that about no girl. So you'll make up something that's kind of validated. Be like, oh, he was saying he gonna do this and that and other, which is a bold-faced lie. And a lot of these products could be like exempt if you just tell the truth. Cause your homeboy ain't gonna let you stand behind that like, hell nah, bro, not behind no girl. We ain't finna do all that, bro. And then a lot of it won't be going on. A lot of shooting, a lot of robbing, a lot of killing. You see what I'm saying? It won't go on. Because you gotta think that before our time. Like, it's just them women, they got that power. And you just gotta be strong, you can't be tender. Cause guess what? God put more of them out here than us. So if one ain't doing right, you can go get you another bad one. You see what I'm saying? Nowadays you can make you a bad one. You can go get you a green girl, don't have a clue of who is who, and you want her to look like that, you can make her look like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't want what you had, no way, bro. If we bro like that, I don't want that. You get what I'm saying? Because I know it's gonna cause some conflict sooner or later with our relationship, because you might tell me, oh, nah, man, I ain't stunning that hoe like that, bro, I ain't tripping. But in the back of your head, you lying. Just keep it real with them, like, yeah, bro, I really fuck with her, bro. She out limit. Keep down more problems. You see what I'm saying? But if I tell you that and you still do it, then they like, you know what? You a snake, bro. You ain't loyal. I just gonna get away from you. Keep from doing something to you, cause I see what type of nigga you is. But other than that, like, that's just where it all starts at. It all starts right there. And it was going on before our time, and after our time, gonna continue to go on.
Absolutely,
Because
yeah.
that's just how the world was set up with the Adam and Eve situation. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff we can't change, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's already written.
Mm-hmm.
It's already written.
I do want to ask your thoughts on the female rappers here in Atlanta, because they kind of carried last year for Atlanta.
Yeah.
It looked like, man.
They did their thing, because see what they were focusing on. Okay, you got to think, like, you got some female artists, but they stopped. They probably had kids, went on and got married, like TLC back in the day. So when the girl Sexy Red popped off, you see what I'm saying? She made it to where the point where they were like, oh, we ain't gotta be, not saying she ain't bad, but we ain't gotta be a Nicki Minaj that pop. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be arrogant, we ain't gotta be rich. We could be ourselves with good music. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta have the nice body, you know what I'm saying? The long weed, the expensive clothes and bags, and pop. Sexy Red opened the door for that. You see what I'm saying? Dave Loaf and them, they opened the door for that. Then you got your Glorilla, she popped out. So it's a lot of females out here could do that because it's simple for them. Cause you gotta think, female talk all day, they got all the chants, all the little stuff, you know what I mean? Little slogan. So once they put a slogan together and say it with the right beat or the right writer, and they be like, you gotta think Lululemon probably been around 50 years. You see what I'm saying? But the way you say it and the time it's going on, like with the Lululemon had a little trend going on, you say that, oh, you got them, boom. Lululemon, out of here. The young girl went up through there with that, you get what I'm saying? So she made it to where the other girl like, damn, I can do that, let me try it. You see what I'm saying? So you got the YK, she popped out with that. You got the Burnaby, they popped out, they controlling, they stayed down because guess what? They not focusing on beef. They not worrying about who got shot, we gonna shoot this person in your mama. Like, and you gotta think 10% of the world wanna hear that. So you gotta think all the female, all the clubs, they had the right beat, right tempo, right slogan, out of here. Cause they were focused on having fun. You got more people want to have fun and more people want to have problems. Mm-hmm. So they making good fun music, club music, and they held it down. You see what I'm saying? They held it down, like they still going, like, you feel what I'm saying? Now you got some of the hot dudes grabbing them, throwing them on remixes and shit now instead of going to get another big rapper. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because they say, okay, damn, she going all these different states. These folks fucking with her. She ain't gotta have no Chanel, no Birkin. You feel what I'm saying? She ain't got the 20-inch weed or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it just organic, bro. Like, and shit, I'm put YK on this, she going up. You see what I'm saying? They're like Bree with the Metro album. Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, man, I'm finna do something for Atlanta. Whoever in the studio, he just, on some player shit, he could've went and got all A-listers. But he was like, nah, I'm gonna grab this person here, give her a shot, see how it come out, try it out. Bree. Up through there, you know what I'm saying? My church, my preacher got a slogan in the church. He be saying, everybody say, take me up, take me through there. Like, God, take me through there. Like, it's crazy. When I heard him saying that, like, yeah, that big. We in church, and he got it, like the LED board in front of the stage, say, take me up through there. Take me through there, Lord, take me through there. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it be like certain slogans and certain phrases, like the smaller thing, like a girl, I understand her take me up through there, like, you know, like sexual wise. So a nigga, girl be like, man, when you gonna take me up through there? You get what I'm saying? That been going on, but now we done put a nice beat to it, couple more words, it's a hit. It's everywhere. I just in Miami at Taboo like that. Everywhere. You see what I'm saying? You got this, man, it's just easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's easy. All you gotta be on some positive, have the right people behind you, and the female doing their thing. I salute them. You see what I'm saying? I salute them.
Yeah, because I feel like Atlanta was looking for that fun music too. Because for a while, like drill music was kind of taking over Atlanta, which Atlanta wasn't known for drill music at all. You know what I'm
they
saying?
just the little young boys, and you know what I mean. They mind wasn't like stable, so they looking at the internet, they see Chicago, they see the Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So they seeing that, so they trying to portray their lifestyle. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, like, people respect more real music like that facade, but you gotta understand, you can't spin that many times. You see what I'm saying? You can kill, ain't no way you gonna do all that and still be out here a year later or 6 months later and you ain't in jail or dead. So they like, ain't no realistic to that. Like, who wanna shoot the grandmama house? Nobody ain't doing that at the end of the day. So it's like, we bring it real back. So Metro, like, we're gonna bring the futuristic, because that was a good time with music right there. It's fun, the melody's good, and once he did that, it did pretty good. He gave a lot of the rappers before that time, like your Schoolers, you know what I'm saying, your LAs, your Dro, like all these folk who made real hits, you know what I'm saying? He reached out and grabbed a couple of them, like, I'm finna revamp these, boy, I'm gonna put them on shit, new way, and it did good. You see what I'm saying? That's like my boy Tim88, he just came back with it. The Fila, Forever I Love Atlanta, did good, nice production, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know what to do, like these boy pioneers, you see what I'm saying? We finna bring all these people together, finna get these folks a shot. We ain't just gonna focus on the ones already winning. We're gonna go get the ones who done won before and bring them back, let them get some of the new ways. You get what I'm saying? Because the producers, they were running the game right now. Because you gotta understand, if you got a nice image or whatnot, the producers got they got that set up, then they got a couple right, okay, boom, 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 whip that up, put their person move. And it's out of there. That's, you feel what I'm saying? So it ain't that hard no more, man. All you gotta do is just be determined and focused and be like, this is what I wanna do right here. And it gonna work, because they don't have to reach out to these people. They can holler at all A-listers. You see what I'm saying? Send them some beat, hey, woo, 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 and still get what they gonna get, but they just trying to rep the city back, like bring it back without trying. You know what I'm saying? They just doing it from the heart. It's organic. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like a true passion project for both of them. They were like, fuck the Billboard charts and all that shit, man. We're doing this. This is what I want to do.
Yeah, let's do this. We're going to do this for the culture. You see what I'm saying? We do this for the culture.
I know you got your hand in management, doing some executive shit. Talk about some of the artists you're really working with right now.
Right now I'm working with Lil Eli. He from Oakland City. You know what I mean? Young and Turnt. I got Big Rue out of North Carolina. I got a new guy just came home, Turk. He from the west side of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And I just been reaching out to one of my OG buddy, Otto, by his son, Lil Otto. So I'm finna try to start a whole little management situation and be more serious about it. I just built another studio, so we finna work on that. Like, I just had to reach out to like some younger guy who already got a little motion, got a little understanding, that believe in what I got going on, cause they wouldn't be on my top. Like, they called me like, man, what we doing? You supposed to be the man. They be pressing, like they be on that. So I be needing that sometimes, cause like I say, attention span like this, I'll be on to something else. And like, we got this new little project we got going on with my buddy. He just came home, he did like 15 years. And he got this program set up to where he got his own school to help felons get their CDLs and, you know what I'm saying, all them type of license without going through the DMV. We got funding, and like, I'm on that board now. It's like a non-profit, for-profit, so I need to go holler at our mill and let him know about the program that we got, because you got a lot of people that come home that do want to do better, that want to get a job, but then when they fill out the app, they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot of people with the CDL, they can't afford it. So, but we got government fund, they're gonna pay for the class.
Oh, that's
you know
major right there.
And we guaranteeing you a driver, you know what I mean, a job. So it's like we getting all that together. The school in South Carolina now, so we finna go speak up to the mayor and the city council manager and see about running the same program here, because we know they finna be rebuilding from Carolina to Atlanta for the next 30 years. And so like, we can guarantee the city of Atlanta and South Carolina a driver for a job, dump trucks, CDLs, you know what I'm saying, all that. So it's like, okay, if I come to you and be like, look, you need drivers, you know what I mean? All these companies, they need drivers because it's hard to find drivers. Okay, you give me 5 of these trucks that you finna go do away with, I'm gonna guarantee you 20 drivers. You see what I'm saying? We trying to run a program like that to guarantee jobs for felons that make real money. You see what I'm saying? So that's the next move we on right now. So we already got all the information down, we got all the LLCs together, like we got the business down pat, and we got our own school. Like we is the DMV, you don't gotta go through the DMV to get certified what we got going on. We got all the certification, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the next big move we finna try to make right there, so we can generate wealth, real wealth, and help the ones who wanna be helped, who felons or whatnot. Like, it don't matter, we gonna get you in here, you ain't gotta pay for this school. We're gonna get you in here for the little 6 weeks. You just show up and show your initiative that did what you wanna do. We're gonna train you, get your CDL, and we're gonna have your job waiting already. You ain't gotta go out and try to find your own job. Like, so that's the program we trying to run and get with a lot of companies that need this. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, that can help people right there. Like, we trying
that's
to
a
help.
game changer right
Yeah, that's a real game changer instead of us helping ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can help some people. Like, cause you got people that want to do right. You see what I'm saying? Then, but they go fill out an application at the warehouse. They say, oh, well, your felon came back, we can't hire you. But now we got it to where it's set up to where we're gonna be hooking up with this company that he gonna know the program. Okay, these convicted felons, we done got them situated. We don't evaluate them. They want to do this, so we're gonna let them work for the company. We're changing. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna change you out. I'm gonna exchange some drivers for jobs. So it's like, we got it all mapped out, like all in one. Once you finish this school, we got you a job. Vice versa, you doing this school, and then you out here, you like, man, I done went to this school, took the class, I got the CDL, but I can't get no job. Like, nah, we trying to lock in with different companies to guarantee, instead of just selling you a dream. We trying to guarantee some stuff.
Yeah, have those contracts on lock.
Yeah, so that's what we trying to do, cause we know they finna be building up these cities for the next 30 years. You see what I'm saying? And my buddy, a real testament, he just did 15 years. You see what I'm saying? So what he told me he was doing, he was coming up using his brain while he was in there and came out and he did it. And so far, he done got like 20 students. Like, that's that's a big improvement for you to have your own school, bro. You see what I'm saying? Your own board, your own nonprofit. You see what I'm saying? That we can do all this in-house without the DMV, we don't need them. So we got the right certification. So once a person see that and they really want to change, then they knowing, oh yeah, they did it for me, okay, let me go and work. That's if you want to work. We're gonna give you a chance. Now you don't show up, then we'll put somebody else in your seat, because it's like a free degree. You see what I'm saying? Because you got some people that want it but can't afford it. You see what I'm saying? These classes, so all they gotta do is show up and show out. And we're gonna keep it going. You ain't gotta be a felon to come either though. You can be whoever you want to job.
So it's open to everyone?
It's open to everyone.
Well, that's huge right there.
But we promoting it for them, because them be the ones that
are really
can't
in need
get.
for
So
it, yeah.
you know, they be having a stop sign for them, like. And so what that do is, after so many U-turn, they just push them back this way to the streets, and that's what we trying to do. We trying to build up, you know what I mean, instead of sending them back to the prison system or going out here getting killed or this and that, or try to do some positive stuff, man.
Nah, that's super dope right there, man. So Block, should we expect any new music from you? We've been seeing these clips of you and Warren G together, man. What's going on with this?
Yeah, see, I got like a lot of classic stuff just in the cut, right?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do, like I got Payroll Giovanni, I got Rio, Young OG, I got Peasy, you know, I got a couple of joints that me and Warren G cooked up from scratch, and you know, Warren G just moved to Atlanta.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, so we finna be cooking up some more. And so what we're gonna do with these projects, since I got hundreds and hundreds of songs, we're just gonna find a good distribution company and just distribute them out through them like project by project by project. Do some online stuff. We ain't really too much trying to catch no wave in the street with the shows and all that. Just put budgets behind that and just, you know what I mean, generate some revenue like that. You know what I'm saying? Set it up for the kids. They'll just eat off of that. You know what I'm saying? But put budgets behind it so it can do some numbers. You see what I'm saying? So the money that they'll give me for, we'll just put it back into that and just let it build. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Because I know used to me just letting 200-300 songs just go to waste on the hard drive. So you feel me? Ain't like I'm trying to go get a $5 million deal. It's just like I already have it. It's like having water, just store it away and don't let nobody drink it. I gotta do something with it. I'm gonna put it out. You see
And you know the fans want this shit too.
Yeah, they
bro.
be hitting me up like, man, you need to drop some stuff, woo, woo, woo. But I'm finna just give it to them because like you said, if I could reach one person, that's all that matter to me. I ain't gotta get millions and millions of listeners. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a fan base that kept me going for this long. As long as I can keep them fed, I'm all right with that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
The Dope Boy merch.
Yeah, we got the Dope Boy merch. We about to drop some new cold leather jackets. You know, I stayed down with that. It's just like, I'm gonna say it's a staple for me for Atlanta because when I jumped out of Porch with that, you ain't have really too many people like trying to manufacture and do their own brand at the time. And I felt like once I started, I opened the door for everybody else to see how easy it is to get some legit money. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm trying to have the Dope Boy logo and brand like Nip got the Crenshaw for LA. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna try to keep the same logo. Just keep it going, you know what I mean? Make a staple, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it going for who like it and different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, so with that, we're gonna keep that going as long as we can. It don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Like a brand, we just gonna keep it going. Keep it going. You see what I'm saying? Like my boy Nip say, the marathon gonna continue. We gonna keep this going. You see what I'm saying? So, but I do got a line how I'm gonna switch it up to make it suitable for everybody because you got a couple of people be like, oh, I don't know. So I got a logo getting made now, DBU. It's just gonna be like for Dope Boy University, like a patch. It's just gonna be the, you know what I mean, the letters, nice little logo, nice patches, put it on, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, it could be suitable for everybody because you got people that want it, but they be like, I don't want to. You see what I'm saying? So
Don't want to look like a dope boy.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you know, we had to put a thing cap on. Okay, we finna rebrand, so we're gonna use them logos for the people who want that logo, but this like the staple, this like the Crenshaw for Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? Like this something you always gonna remember. You're gonna be able to stop by different smoke shops, different boutiques. Like you got ATL Exotic. He always calling me up, you know what I mean, breaking bread with me, getting all the new stuff, all the latest stuff. So that's like, he got all the exotic pops, et cetera, et cetera. So that's like another staple for Atlanta. Like when you went to the Marathon store, we doing the ATL Exotics, they gonna be like that. We got one on the east side, next door to Scrope, and then we got one on 14th Street. So a lot of people been finding out, okay, we can go down here, get all the exotic vapes, exotic pops. You got clothing brand like 1 Million in there, like Lil Shed, shout out to 4PL, you know what I mean, can't be fucked with. They got their brand in there. So it's like, you're gonna be able to go get most of everything but Louis Vuitton and Gucci out of his store. Cause we selling authentic stuff, you see what I'm saying? So he got all the latest brands, you know what I mean, in there at ATL Exotic, like whatever you wanna get, like it's there. Like we got, man, everything, man. Like all the new soda, the Quago, the Close, man, whatever you want, it's there. From street brands, F4, you know, that's what we promote right now. Everybody sticking together, everybody moving the groove. So that's what we got going on for the city. You got 1 Million Dope Boys. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what's going on. Then you got my other little buddy. He got skateboarding, chopper, you know what I mean, the real ones. So we gonna work on his brand a little bit more. That's why I'm a close buddy and get his stuff down there too. You gotta think, everything I name got a meaning to it. Here, DR1, the real ones. You got 1 Million, then you got Dope Boys. You see what I'm saying? Dope Boy, 1 Million, the real ones.
Super dope right there, man.
Yeah.
Block, any words of encouragement you can share to the youth coming up right now, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Like I just said, right? The streets, it depends on what you're doing in them. Like if you out here hustling, you some water, some merch, you know what I'm saying, some books, something positive, I say stay with that because you can make just as much money off of that as than breaking in a car, trying to rob somebody, trying to flush a pack. Because if you look at the Instagram or the news now, the jailhouse don't have no security, bro. It's every man for themselves and God for us all. They had 50 murders last month out of 3 Georgia State prisons. So if you don't want to go down there and face that, I advise you to do something right with yourself, cause at the end of the day, once you go down there, it's gonna be too late. Ain't no more I shouldn't, I wish I wouldn't. It's over with. It used to be about getting out, coming home, rehabilitation. Now it's about survival. So, you know what I mean? You make that bed, you gotta lay in it. So I suggest just do something right. You can go get you some hats. You know what I mean? Put your street name where you growed up on that. It's just how you promote it and how you brand it. Get some t-shirts. FIFA finna come here. You can go make you some t-shirts and stand out there on the road and sell the FIFA shirts. You see what I'm saying? The Olympics, like, it's 1,000 ways to get paid. Just choose you a couple of them. But the streets, they gonna send you down there, forget about you. And shit, it's up. You might not make it back. You might do make it back, but you definitely gonna have some war wounds. So just, you know what I mean? Just take them little words of advisement, do something positive with yourself. Cause it's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous.
Nah, well said. And I feel like this new generation doesn't value life at all.
They don't know nothing about life just yet. It take them like, some of them, like I got a bro, he said he didn't realize how much you value life till he been in prison for 9 years. That when he sat in, he was like, I broke down like, this ain't it, bro. And you gotta think, back then, you could do 9 years to yourself. You didn't have no problem, you stayed to yourself. But now your first day, who to say you gonna make it to the next one? Everybody got 9, everybody ganged up. You don't have no correction officers. So it's like, we're gonna drop you all right here, and whatever happens, that's just what happens. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody mortal. You get what I'm saying? So it dangerous, all that. When you pop, you tell you, man, if you get in trouble, you have to go to prison, just stay to yourself, do your time like that. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no standing yourself. The problem coming to you. You get what I'm saying? You gonna kill or be killed. You might go on with 2 years, if you have to kill, you'll never get out. So who wanna put themselves in a situation like that? You get what I'm saying? If you got 50 murders in a jailhouse 1 month, that's down to one what you got on the street. So you already know what you're putting yourself up against.
No, that's real. And one of the guys that died recently in prison, like, he was getting out the next day.
Yeah, he was from Lakewood. I seen that he was from Lakewood, but see, that's the thing about it, war. Like, in war, it might ain't have nothing to do with you, like, but when it go down, like, you don't know who is who. If they take you to Sudan or wherever, Saudi Arabia, when you go over there, only people you gonna know are the people that came with you. You see what I'm saying? So you can't look around and be like, oh no, he ain't with it. It's on go. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you never know because when it's finna be a war, everything be like settled. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Only people gonna know is the people in that organization or that gang. And they looking out for self. You feel what I'm saying? So that crossfire, like, it's just like on the streets. If you got a problem with a guy who be up here on 4th Industrial, he be at that store, and you, okay, we finna slide on him, and he get out his car, finna go in there and get him some blunts or water. When they come down, they be like, oh, nah, he don't be right there. They ain't gonna think like that. They just gonna go. You feel what I'm saying? So it like, it just like a lot of us who have a voice, if we can, like we need to try to speak to the youth on every different side of town. Mm-hmm. And like we say, we can't reach all of them, but if we reach 1 or 2 on, job well done. You see what I'm saying? That's all I be saying. If I can reach 1, my job was done, bro.
Not real shit. Yeah, we just lost Z the Wizard in Dallas to friendly fire.
Yeah, it wasn't meant for you. You just wrong play, but you can't even say wrong play, wrong time nowadays. You see what I'm saying? Because that's just how it go. Like the person be behind these guns now, like they be scared. Like they be in peer pressure to do that because back in the day you got cowboys, like they gonna face out with you. One of them gonna leave here today. You see what I'm saying? We ain't doing that sneaking. See, they face out, they get it. Now, if the world comes to that, well, how many people put the gun down? You see what I'm saying? Like they don't want to shoot at another person who got a gun on the other side. They won't catch it unarmed. Most of them catch it unarmed. Like, they don't want no back and forth because they don't know how to handle that back and forth because they pressure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard to train for that.
Yeah, you can't train for that. So at the end of the day, either you ready to go or you not. Because you got problems, walk up on them, whatever you're going to do, whatever. I'm not promoting that, but at the end of the day, to keep innocent people from getting hurt, shit, or y'all go meet up in a set of woods or a field, you and whoever you got problem with, and y'all bang out. You see what I'm saying? Guess what's going to happen? The violence going to cease because niggas ain't going to want to do that. They don't want to do that because get what? Nobody want to die. You see what I'm saying? And when you go do it like that, you don't know who going to die. That's why they call them cowboys. They were like, this shit, count to 5. It is what it is. May the bad man win. Niggas ain't cowboys. They ain't cowboys. They capping.
Yeah, now everyone's got switches with no aim.
Yeah, but no aim. You see what I'm saying? I done heard a situation where dudes done killed their own homeboys on accident by riding around a car full of switch, they smoking, whoop, whoop. He don't know how to handle the gun and make a mistake, shoot the whole car up. You see what I'm saying? But all that stuff was designed for us to take each other out anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was designed for, make it affordable. We set it for 200. Let them put it on here. It make it easier for us just to knock him on down, see how, but once he knock you down and get caught up in our system, we finna send him down here with another guy just like him, so we finna kill him again. So it like we gonna get rid of our race like that. Like, we finna knock all that shit out. We gonna get on these switch, gonna get on this gun, we gonna get on this fentanyl, and we ain't gotta do what we gotta do no more, because when it comes to the laws against somebody, they don't gotta do that no more. They gotta first pick up the phone, let's call up the street, got this going on. All right, bye, I'll meet you with $1,000 later on. You see what I'm saying? So it like nobody have to do their job no more. All you gotta do is just fall back, get out the way, and just watch and see what's gonna happen. It done came to that. But now it's time to tighten up and try, like, you know what I mean, switch the whole routes up, like, on everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no win right now. With none of it, ain't no win. You might get you 4-5 month run, but you got a person that might get jammed up and be like, shit, I got this from right there. Just that easy. So how you gonna win with that? How much money you think you gonna make in 5 months nowadays?
Not enough.
You ain't gonna make enough. Hell no, when they finna say, okay, you got 20 years, boom. You be like, man, I ain't made nothing with 5, 10. And folks don't care nothing about that. So it like, the dollars don't make sense no more. I just told you what to do. Start your brand. They say the best business people, ex-drug dealers or something like that, if you can run a business in these streets, you definitely can run a business in the industry.
It's got to be a lot easier, right?
It's a lot easier and it's less pressure and it's legit. Like, they profile me all the time. I always tell them, look, bro, when I'm finna make out this one sweatsuit, it's 4 times what I'm gonna make off a bag in today's time. You see what I'm saying? I did a little quick drop with a dude on a warehouse, and he asked me what the best way to go, a pound of weed or some outfit. I said it's outfits, and I said the profit margin, but you got dudes in the comment, probably not in the streets in today's time, saying, oh, that's all you can make off 1 pound. That's all you're gonna be able to make off 1 pound. If an ounce go for $100, you pay $1,000, and you making $300-400, and if you set in the hole, you only gonna make 100. So that let me know they not in the streets, have never been in the streets. Shit changed, like you finna sit somewhere and sell a whole pound in nickels and dimes, which
gram it out.
Nobody. In my caliber, when I came up, we weren't on that. We were trying, you know what I'm saying? So these dudes now, they just so caught up on the internet and what's going on, they don't even know the ins and outs of the streets. They were laughing when I said go buy 10 outfits for what? 10 outfits for 500, spend you 10. They say 10 outfits for 600, sell them 200. You got 600 and you sell them 200, that's $2,000, $1,400 profit. You see what I'm saying? That 2 pound costs $2,000, you might make 200. These realistic numbers, I don't know what they doing. These realistic numbers from somebody who done been there and done that. So at the end of the day, if I'm explaining to you this profit margin is 80% and this one is 10%, and you telling me, you laughing, all right, go your way, I'm gonna go mine. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like that's one of the biggest problems with this generation. They don't want to hear it.
Nah, cause they don't know it, and then they ain't been hands-on. Cause you be hands-on, then you gonna know it, you gonna be back scratching your head like, damn, they married, they gave me 100 pounds. I just sold you 100 pounds, you made that with 5,000. Because you got a willing deal with the next man. It ain't like when we were coming up, everybody didn't have it. Now you can
It's
jump
so
out.
accessible, yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
you can jump out the store right now and a little kid, hey, Shaw, you know who got some smoke? Yeah, come on, I'll take you down the street. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, if he doesn't have it himself
Yeah,
already.
back then, nigga look at you like, ain't but a free people. You got to get your little nigga down right here. Ain't nobody take you to the weight, man. That wasn't going on. That's what's going on now. That's why the markets is so down on that right now. Like, and now you got stores and all that shit. You can go to the store and get like, you feel what I'm saying? The value of it is down. Like, so at the end of the day, it's not worth your problem or your trouble. 10 pounds, you gotta pay $20,000, $30,000 for a lawyer, $20,000, $30,000 for a bond. The average nigga ain't got $40,000 who buying 10 pounds. So get what he on the phone calling everybody in the world. Hey, you can help me get, nigga, you just thought you was on. You see what I'm saying? Like, so the dollars don't make sense. The dollars don't make sense for everybody. Like, you got some people it does, but if you ain't got a whole lot of money to invest in it, it ain't gonna make sense for you, bro. I'm just speaking facts.
No, well said right there, Block. Any shout outs you want to give before we get you out of here, bro?
Yeah, man, I want to shout out the streets, man. I want to shout out Atlanta, man, for staying together and coming back together. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I want to shout out Dirty Glove. You know, them my people out the porch. You feel me? You know, the list too long for me to name on, so we ain't going to get into that this time. But, you know what I mean, shout out to the whole world, man. Increase the peace, stop the violence.
All right, cool. Appreciate you, bro.
Y'all know I just jumped out the porch again with the bros, and it's up.
Yes, sir.
Chrome hard denim, call me down to half a brick. Naked wrist on like 40 splits. I'm talking 20 bricks. I'm